Hello everyone, welcome to Weribee Open Range Zoo. My name is Ben and I'm one of the native keepers here at the zoo. Today I'm going to take you on a special virtual tour of the Australian Trail section and show you some of our amazing Australian animals we have here on display. If you want to follow me this way, we're going to go through this building, see some reptiles, and then we'll head out into the main section to see all the animals in their glory. Come this way. This is a great place to start for our tour. This is Reptile Hideout. In here you can see some of our scaly friends. We've got a couple of snakes, some lizards as well. We've also got a great interp space where you can learn all about our fighting extinction animals and how you can do your part to help us out. Alrighty, this is a great place to start our tour today because you get a great view of our wonderful open grassland down this way. We've also got some emus that you might see wandering around. This entire space is their home, so you never know when you might turn a corner and come face to face with one of our wonderful emu friends. Right now, we're going to start our trip and we're going to go see some of our Australian Tammar Wallabies, and they've got their own special space just in here. I am a zookeeper, so I've come down here to give these guys some food, but as guests, you guys get to spend your time on the lovely boardwalk. You still get to see an amazing view of those critters though. These are our Tammar Wallabies, and these are really special animals to work with. These little ones, they're quite shy, so when you come through this enclosure, you want to make sure you're nice and quiet, you're moving slowly, just so they stay calm and relaxed, and that way you'll get a better view of them as you're making your way through. Now what we're eating today are some wonderful pellets, which these guys love, and it's a great way for us to get close to them and do training with them. One of the things that we are working on with this group is hand injection training. So when we start the training, we actually use a capped needle. So there's no sharpness, there's no pressure, it's just a nice gentle tap on their thigh, and that way we can really build up that training process and get them used to that sensation. So let's say I came in one day and there's an injury to one of our wallabies, or they're just not looking quite right, they might be a bit sick. I can actually inject them myself thanks to the training that we do here. We cut out the stress, we cut out the scary stuff, and we can take them up to vets and get them to be looked at and have a nice good checkup. So here we have our wonderful mob of eastern grey kangaroos, and these guys are grazers. This is exactly what we'd expect to see from wild animals, just chilling out and having some grass for a nice snack. Now we do have lots of wild birds as well. We've got black ducks, Cape Barren geese, and some purple swamp hens, which also call this place home. So they're a great way to see some extra animals where you're out and about here at the zoo. We've just found some of our amazing emus in here. Look how close you can get to this wonderful creature. This whole space is their home, and we want to make sure they're feeling relaxed and comfortable. So we always give them a nice safe distance, give them a bit of respect. Just like if we came to your place, we'd want to show you respect too. But we can definitely still get close enough to admire them and enjoy them in all their beauty. Alrighty, we've just seen our kangaroos down on the grassy plain, and now we've entered one of our aviaries. This is the display aviary for the Orange-bellied Parrot. So we're very lucky here. We've got 8 birds who live in this display aviary. They're our ambassador animals, so they'll always be here for you to come in and see. And over here on this side, we have our free flight aviary. This is where we have 39 birds all out in a more open environment. These birds are candidates for release, so hopefully when we get there in the near future, these birds will be released into the wild, and that will do their part to help us fight extinction and return this species to their numbers in the wild. Well, there we go. We just got to get up close and personal with one of the rarest birds on the face of the earth, the orange-bellied parrot. Now, we might finish up the tour today with one of the most iconic Australian animals that anyone has ever seen before, the koala, which is just up here. Come this way. So here we are at the koala enclosures. Now, we're very lucky here. We have 3 females. We have Nyla, who lives down there, and we have 2 girls in here, Poppy and Ruby. With our koalas, they do sleep for up to 20 hours a day. Isn't that incredible? Now, when we've got them up and active, it's a great time to do some training with them. And one of the things we're working on at the moment is weight training with our koalas. Saves me having to pick them up and put them on the scale. I can actually lure them onto the scale with some delicious gum leaf. That way, no stress, no contact, and the koalas have all the choice and control to do everything in their own time. So a great question you might ask is, why do we do hands-off weight training? Well, the answer for that is, these guys sleep for 20 hours a day. They just don't have the energy to be up and about moving around like what we would. And second of all, koalas, they don't really want cuddles from us as human beings. They're happy sitting in their tree eating leaf, and that's how we want to keep them. We want to make sure they've still got those wild instincts. They're not here doing anything else, they're just being themselves, and that's a great way for us to keep things natural and relaxed for all our koala girls here at the zoo. Well, there we have it, everyone. Thank you for visiting the Australian trail section of Weribee Open Range Zoo. Now, I'm going to leave you with some tips now if you ever turn up to the zoo and you want to have a great day. Number 1, try and come a little bit early. That way, it's not too hot, your animals are eating, and you might see a little bit more activity from them. Number 2, when you're about, move nice and slow, nice and quietly, take your time, show some patience. That way, you'll see a little bit more than what you would just rushing through and not being able to see everything in time. There's always more animals, there's always more to see, so patience is key when you're at the zoo.